badass. I'm really excited to be here. I'm excited to give you this training today. So this training is all about how to build a business, being just you, who you are, thoroughly, authentically you, and fucking winning by doing it and building a business that you love, that gets traction and attracts your ideal clients. So I'm really excited about this. If you are just getting to know me, this has been what I've done out the gate. I have come out, I've been who I am, I have transformed, and during every single time I transform, I bring my followers with me through the transformation so that you can learn just as much as I do. And I do business the way that I want to do business, and I say what I want when I want, and I do things a little bit differently than some people, and I'm still quite successful in my business, and I still have a lot of followers, and I still get a lot of traction on my posts. And so I'm going to teach you how to do the same. The results you can expect from this training is going to be, if you listen to what I'm saying and you do exactly what I teach you to do, when you go and post, you should be, people's heads should be turning. You should be getting noticed. You should be getting traction, and you should be getting a lot more interaction, which, if you nurture these relationships, will and can turn into clients. Okay? So the first thing that I want to talk to you about, okay, is obviously, but most importantly, be yourself. When it comes to running an online, business, especially as a coach, you want to really be yourself, okay? And because what you have to understand are people aren't necessarily buying into your products. I mean, they are a little, but they're really buying into you, okay? And because you're the face of your business, if you're, coaching and you're building a spiritual practice that way. So you are your brand, right? And so people have to connect emotionally to you. So you want to make sure that you are yourself, so you are, one, attracting the right people, but two, that you can have this really deep inner confidence in what you're saying and what you're doing. Because if you are trying to be somebody else and you're trying to tell somebody else's, like, say their message, like a message that you didn't learn, you just heard from somebody else, and you didn't actually walk that walk, it's going to be very hard for you to teach that thoroughly and get results, and to convince other people that you know what the fuck you're talking about. Does that make sense? So you really want to be who you are at all times. And that includes your swearing, if that's the type of woman or man that you're attracting. Like for me, I'm just who I am. There was no sugarcoating for me. I swear, I do everything without any makeup on. I do a lot of early morning, what I call tea times, and I literally am in my PJs, just chilling. I say what I want, when I want. I do business my way, okay? And because it's unique, it's authentic, it's genuine to me, people feel that. And especially if you are like me, and I'm going to guess that you are this way, if you're a spiritual entrepreneur, or you want to bring more spirituality into your practice, then you're going to understand that you can feel somebody's energy before they even open up their fucking mouth, right? Like you've already made a decision way before they even start talking to you, right? A lot of that has to do with branding, if you look at it that way. But I believe it's the energy. So it's really about the type of energy that you're putting forth. I put my entire heart and soul into what I do, but I do it by being very real and true to me, okay? I don't try to keep up with this person and that person. I'm just who I am, doing what I love and what's good for me. And that allows my people to be able to relate to me, okay? They don't relate to somebody who's fake, because I don't want to be around somebody who's fake. Therefore, I know my followers don't want to be around somebody who's fake. Does that make sense to you? So first and foremost, be yourself, okay? Say what you want. If you like to swear, swear. Have an opinion, okay? This is like probably the most important thing about being, a public figure, especially online. Have a fucking opinion. If you don't stand for something, you're going to fall for anything. And I know that's cliche and that's a quote, and I don't know who said it, but it's true. And what you have to understand is people are looking up to you, and they're kind of leaning on you a lot of times because you are saying what it is that they want to say, but they're just not at that point in their lives to be able to say it. Or maybe they won't ever be able to say it. So they're looking up to you to say this stuff to them, for them, and lean on them and lead them. Okay? So don't be wishy-washy. Have a fucking opinion. And yes, some people aren't going to like you. Perfect. I'm not for everybody. I am not, first and foremost. And if you're for everybody, then you're doing something way wrong. You do not want to be for everybody. You want to be for a very certain kind of person, because that person will fucking love you and they will work with you over and over and over and over again. And that's the person that I want to work with, okay? I don't know about you, but I'm sure it's the same way. So, and you also want to be including, okay, like what you do and what you say and who you are and how you dress and how you present yourself. You know, for a really big thing about me is that, like, I don't ever wear makeup. Ever. And for a lot of younger, you know, women entrepreneurs, a lot of women really enjoy getting glammed up. I don't. I just come to you real as who I am in my everyday life. That's just it. So when, you know, and then in my professional photos, I've got fucking holy jeans in them because that's who I am, and hell, I wear those jeans all the time. Now, I'm not saying you can't get into a nice dress and wear high heels. I love that, and I have some pictures of me like that. But I'm also offsetting it. Does that make sense to you? I'm just being who I am. What is true to me, I'm just showing it to you. I'm literally serving it up on a silver platter and being like, here, get to know me. Because that's how you're going to build your best relationships, and people are going to be able to relate to you. Because remember, they're getting on the phone with you, or they're going to be getting your product, and you're not going to be able to hide who you are when you're on the phone and you're stressed out because they got a fucking problem and you're really trying to figure it out for them, and you're not going to be able to be fake, right? Like, you've got to be who you are so that when people buy into you, they want to continue to buy into you. The next thing is that you need to be sure that you're running your business the way that you want to run it. Stop buying into this bullshit that you need to go and you need to run it this way or that way, or you need to do what somebody else is doing. You need to say what somebody else is saying. Fuck that. No, you don't. I can tell you right now, I do not buy into that. I just fucking built a list. I've been in business a year and a half. I've just built a fucking list, right? That's not my style. Let's see. My website finally became exactly what I wanted and like up and running this past July. And I mean, I had a website, it just wasn't what I wanted, and so I didn't push any traffic there. Like, don't get caught up thinking that you've got to be this or you've got to be that and have all these things in order for you to be successful, because that's false. Okay. The next thing is that you need to be very clear about your message and like what it is that you do. And I want you to know, I want you to feel really, really good in the fact that you are an expert in your life. Nobody else is an expert in your life, only you. So you need to own that fucking shit, right? Own it. And so many times I see a lot of people nervous. Well, you know, maybe I don't know how to be a business coach, or maybe I don't know, you know, I'm not too sure about mindset, but, you know, you're very good at, you know, teaching people confidence, or you're really, really into the woo, or you're really good at relationship coaching, or maybe you are really good at like marketing strategy. Whatever you're fucking amazing at, own it. And don't try to be amazing at everything, because that's not fun either. I've been there, I've done that, and that's not being real and true to who you are. You've got some really raw, natural gifts and talents. Own that shit. Own it day in and day out, and form your message around that. So form your authentic, badass message right around that, okay? And freaking help people, right? The most purest form of fucking, honestly, marketing is literally go and help people. Go give them a taste of what they could have, right? Like, you walk into, like, I don't know if you go to Sam's Club or if, like, there's a Sam's Club where you are, but, like, any, like, big, like, grocery store, right? What are they doing? They're giving you samples of the food, just little samples, free little samples, because when you get it and you love it, you're like, fuck yeah, I want all that, right? That's why you're helping people. You're being true to who you are. You're helping them with your core, raw, natural talents. You're talking to them for free in your language. You're doing everything your way. So they're getting a taste of who you are for free. And if they love you and your people will love you, they're going to fucking buy. And then it's a slam dunk, right? But if you're being fake and you can't really help people because you don't know what the fuck it is you're talking about, because you're trying to be like this person and trying to be like that person, you're never going to grow. Your foundation is going to be really weak. Okay? The next thing that I want to discuss with you is I really want to talk to you about telling a story. So when you are building your business and you're online, you can do a lot of like here, how to, here's a lot of educational stuff. But here's the thing, we're humans and we relate emotionally. So by you telling your story and telling stories about you, that honestly, that has probably been what has catapulted my business, is that simple thing of just telling stories and telling my story. And because then people can relate to me. And when they relate to me, they start to trust me. And when they start to trust me, they want to follow me more. They want to listen to what I have to say because we have shit in common. That's huge, right? And then when people trust you, they follow you more, they follow you more, they follow you more. And then if they have a problem that you can solve, they look to you to solve that problem, not anybody else, because you've got all this stuff in common. But if you're not being who you are, you're not being true to you, you're not owning your message, you're not owning your raw natural gifts, they're not coming to you. They're not. So make sure that when you're out there, you're helping people. Rule number 1, okay, in marketing, you're helping people, you're owning your raw natural talents, you're fucking owning your voice, you're owning your brand, but you're out there and you're sharing your story. So if there's anything that you take away from this, and you may have to go back and listen to this on repeat, but listen to this, right? So be you all day, every day, just day in and day out. Be you. Don't start a business trying to be, anybody other than exactly who you are. And as you are you, like as you continue to be you, you're going to find your tribe. Talk the way that you would talk. Do business the way that you want to do business. Show up as the person you are and show up the way you want to show up. Do not have a case of the shoulds here, okay? Do what you want, and I promise you, your business will explode, okay? If you do that with a combination of helping people, okay, using your raw, natural gifts and talents, okay, that's a fucking key point there, and you continue to share stories and help people, there's no way that you're not going to explode. But I can guarantee you that if you're struggling here and there, then you're missing one of these steps. So go back through, check the workbook, see what you're missing, and go implement immediately. And I can't wait to see it. Tag me in it if you'd like. I'll talk to you later. Bye.